I'm back on another video. And this video we're gonna be acting to 3 true creepy clown horror stories animated. I hate clowns. Remember back in 2016 when them clowns running around? Yeah, I was one of those that was getting chased. Well, I got chased. I don't like clowns. I hate them. Like, I just can't do it. So we're gonna see everybody else's experiences. Let's do it. Yo, big ass. What you think you doing? Yo, big ass.
The doorbell camera of this house recorded a terrifying scene in the middle of the night.
He thought he ate that
Everyone
shit
was asleep
up.
in the neighborhood when a scary-looking clown can be seen walking to this house porch with a bag
Like,
drenched
he
in
thought
thick
he
red
ate
fluid.
that.
What happened next will be presented through an animated, dramatized version. I was 12 years old when this incident happened. My dad went on a business trip for a week, so it was just me and my mom. We lived in a quiet and safe neighborhood where not once in a blue moon any criminal activity took
Here
place.
we go. Okay.
It was Thursday afternoon, and I was coming home from school, riding my bike. The sun was showering scorching heat, and there was hardly any people on the road. My house was 2 blocks away, and I often roamed the streets by myself several times before. The heat was getting unbearable, and I could feel sweat turning my t-shirt into a wet cloth. I was feeling thirsty, and that's when I noticed the kids' playground on the side of the road. I could easily spot the drinking tap, so without any more delay, I drove my bike into the playground, parked it under this big bushy tree, and rushed to quench my thirst. After drinking cold water and splashing it on my face and neck, I got my energy back. Feeling all right, I turned around to walk
So your
back to my
sweat
bike.
just magically disappeared?
That's when a scary-looking
alright.
clown stepped in front of me from the shadow of the tree. It was so unexpected that I got jitters as soon as our eyes met. I never feared clowns, but
You're
the way this
weird.
one
You're
looked
waiting at a kid's
gave me
playground.
goosebumps.
You're
The
weird.
clown
You're
was big
weird.
and bulky in
You're
appearance.
desperate. You're weird.
He wore a blue and yellow coat with a rainbow-colored wig on his head. His entire face was painted white, with obscene wide eyes, with a huge red grin spreading ear to ear. He smiled,
Nah.
flashing his filthy yellow teeth, and said in a rough, coarse voice,
Howdy, kid.
Being a little
Yo,
taken back
bitch.
by this sudden surprise, I didn't know what to say for a few seconds. But then, I came back to my senses and replied,
Hi, I've never seen you here.
Why would you say hi?
I've never seen you here as well. So,
'Cause none of
you
your
heading
business.
home? Playtime's over. No, I was just thirsty. So, how have you been recently? I heard things weren't going so well.
Who even are
What?
you?
What are you talking about?
Why are you still standing there?
I just wanted to let you know that I'm here for you. Me and the rest of the clowns. Are you crazy?
No.
Anytime you need us, just look out your window and imagine my face. I will be there watching over you when you sleep.
Now at this point, I was feeling horrified. The things he was saying to a 12-year-old definitely didn't feel friendly at all.
Real desperate.
I wanted to grab my bike and get the
Sounds
hell out of
real
there, but he was
desperate
standing close to
me.
it. I feared that if I take one step closer, he will be able to grab my hand. I looked around to see any other
Man, you
human
better
being whom I
sprint.
could
He
ask
too
for help,
big
but
to catch after you.
unfortunately,
Like, you better run.
Once I realized my bike is the only way I can get home, I decided to use my mind. I calmed down and tried my
You should have
best
used
to
your
hide
mind in
the
the
fact
first
that
place when you
I
got.
am scared of him.
Wait, no, because you
Instead,
did leave a bike right
I put
in the
up a fake
bushes
smile
next to him.
and said,
You're weird.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for being nice to me.
His face changed and a big smile appeared on it. He seemed happy hearing this from me and said,
I thought you would get scared. Every kid gets scared of me.
But you're
But
just
I
ugly.
just want to be their friend.
to assure him and win his confidence at the same time, I said,
Oh, we can be friends. I don't have any friends either. Oh, that's so sad. What is your name, friend? I'm Gerald. And you are? I am the Red Grin Clown. But my friends call me Grinny. You can call me that now. Okay, Grinny.
It's funny. That's the
He smiled
they
at
animated the
and clapped
real
his
life
hands
footage.
like a 9-year-old, which ultimately looked even creepier. He then pointed at the merry-go-round and asked,
Would you play with me?
Realizing this is my chance to trick him and get my bike, I nodded my head and said,
Sure. Let's go.
As soon as the clown started walking towards the merry-go-round, I waited patiently for that one window of opportunity. When he was far enough for my bike, I rushed to it, and hearing my heavy footsteps, he turned back to look at me. When he
You
realized
going
I
too
am not
slow.
going to
You're
follow him
going
to that
too
merry-go-round,
slow.
he started
You
screaming.
should have been
Where are
gone.
you going? You said you wanted to be my friend. You lied. Gerald! Gerald! Come back here!
I
And you
hopped on my
still
bike,
there?
paddled with
I
my
was
full
fit.
energy, as if it was my last day riding it, and sped out of that scene. The clown tried to chase me, but I was already out of his reach. He stood on the sidewalk and watched me drive away with a fierce face that I will never forget. Once I got home, I ran inside my room and
Tell
didn't
your
come
mother.
out for an hour.
Tell your
I knew I
mother.
should have told my mom. Then what happened that night could have been avoided. The rest of the day went by fine, and by dinner time, I was completely calmed down, thinking I have escaped this
Tell
evil
your
clown.
mother. She's right
But God,
there.
I was so wrong.
We made the books more affordable, but they are still 3 oversized volumes.
It was around 1 a.m. when I heard knocking on our
Dang,
door.
1 a.m.
I got up
Oh,
and
you
saw
in
my mom
bed,
going
too.
downstairs already. A feeling of something bad coming our way, I followed her down the stairs too. My mom looked at the clock and said,
Who can that be at this hour?
as soon as she said that, we heard heavy banging on our door. Whoever was on the
No,
other side
mama.
of the door
No, mama.
was desperate to get in.
Don't.
My mom
Oh.
turned on the ring cam, and what we saw made our stomachs drop. It was the same clown from the park, and he wasn't alone this time. He had a white sack which was covered with red stains. He dragged the sack onto our porch and then looked at the doorbell camera as if he was looking at us.
Hello, Gerald. Your friend Grinny is here.
I'm not your friend.
Come on. Open up. I have a gift for you.
My mom screamed.
That's what I would have did
hell
back
is
in the
all
ring,
this?
in
Who
the
are
mic.
you?
You.
The clown brought his face extremely closer to the camera and yelled.
Ask your son, Mom. He knows me. We just became friends.
No, we didn't.
He promised he would play with me.
No, I didn't.
I started to have a panic attack, and I could feel a disruption in my breathing like
Why
the
y'all haven't
fear
called
was
the police
choking me
yet?
already. My mom looked at me. No doubt, she was horrified too. She rushed to get her phone to dial 911, and I stood there like a statue thinking, any minute, this creepy clown will break into our house. The clown went on banging at our door, and that's when my mom yelled.
I'm calling the cops right now, you freak.
The clown stopped banging, and then suddenly ran away, disappearing into the darkness of the night, just like he came.
Oh, so
We
you a
didn't open
bitch.
the door until the cops arrived, and when they
You like to play with little kids, but when it comes to cops, you a little bitch. Okay.
did, my mom showed them the red sack the clown has left on our porch. 2 cops opened the sack, and we all expected to see something horrifying, as the sack was drenched in a red, thick liquid. But once they opened it, we found a bunch of rotten red tomatoes squished inside that sack. The prank this clown played on us was no doubt sick. Until that night, I can barely tolerate clowns around me, or even watch any movie that has clowns.
Ooh,
I
we
just
ain't gonna
hope
lie.
none of you
Watching the It movie did give me chills. Like I was like, when it come out, like 2017. Yeah, I was about 13. I was about 13, 14 when that came out. I was about 13, 14 when that came out. So yeah, I went to go see with mama. I don't know, it gave me a little chill. Gave me a little chills. But it's like it was, it didn't like make me want to pass out, but yeah.
ever get to meet this scary clown who referred to himself as Grinny. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video. If so, please leave a like. And also, a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. If you want to support this channel and make this channel reach the 1 million mark, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can change your mind later. Enjoy.
What? No. Look!
This footage was recorded by someone who went to take a walk in the woods and came across
Why are you taking a walk in the woods in the first place?
a clown.
You
The
wanted
clown
it to
had a
happen.
scary
You
smile
wanted
and a
it.
red balloon on his hand. Suddenly,
He thought he
the
was
clown
he
snapped
thought he
and
was
burst the
Pennywise.
balloon he was holding on his hand. And right after, he chased the person who was recording him. The following you are about to see is based on this scary footage.
I
Okay.
never thought I would share this story with anyone
Okay. A
because
female.
of how excessively creepy it is.
Mm.
I was 19 years old when I decided to go on my first solo hiking trip.
Oh,
That day,
hiking.
I was about to leave for the hike when my mom called. Her very first words were, "Judith, please don't wander off the trail. There's a reason why hikers follow them." "Yes, Mom, I know. Please stop worrying so much."
Let me guess, you
"I'm
didn't
not
follow the
worrying.
trail.
You're a strong woman. I know you can take care of yourself. But there's no harm in being careful, right? I
Exactly.
promise I'll be careful. Make sure you keep yourself hydrated throughout the journey. And don't forget your knife and pepper spray." "Yes, Mom, I remember it all." "Good, good.
Tell like
That's my
mom.
girl. Can I go now? I have to finish packing." "Sure. Have fun, Bubblegum." "Stop calling me that." "Good night, baby. Good night. Love you. Love you more, darling." After getting off the call, I finished the rest of the packing and went to bed early. I thought tomorrow would be an exciting day and I was going to have a lot of fun. The next morning, I woke up early, dressed in my khaki Wilderness Explorer outfit with matching hiking boots, which were brand new. I then lifted my rucksack and hitchhiked to the nearest hiking trails located on the outskirts.
Okay.
The day was sunny, and there was no hint of
She
rain,
smiled. She having
so
the
I
time
knew
of
the
her
weather
life.
would be
Little
pleasant
do
enough.
she know.
The view was breathtaking. Greenery
It looks pretty.
everywhere.
The way they
Sounds of
animated it
birds, and the sweet
really
smell of
pulls you in.
wildflowers made me feel so alive. The
Mhm.
hiking trail had small signboards that directed the path ahead. I didn't have any fellow hikers, which made me feel good because I'm not much of a people person.
Okay.
I was walking and enjoying the experience when I spotted a waterfall.
Ooh. Look, all she is trying to enjoy
Keeping my
some alone
rucksack under
time.
a tree, I went to wash my hands and face before diving into the sandwiches I made for myself.
Nice.
I walked toward the crystal clear water, and I was just about to splash it on my face when I saw a reflection
What?
on the water.
No, no. You're not just gonna throw an ad in there like I'm going to forget that. Go
Standing
back.
the crystal clear water, and I was just about to splash it on my face when I saw
I'm hitting one of these. You feel me? Like, I'm hitting one of those. Like, I'm hitting one of those.
a reflection of a clown on the water, standing right behind me. Out of surprise, I turned around quickly, but the clown somehow disappeared in
What?
the fraction of a second. I
See,
got
you
up
gave him the
and
time to
called out,
disappear when you could have just.
Hello?
You feel me?
Is anyone there?
Then you gonna call
But
out.
no answer came. Only a
You should never
rustling
call
sound
out.
of dry leaves could be heard. I ran my hand through my left pocket and made sure my pepper spray was there, just in case. The incident
Put it in
didn't
your
just
hand though,
creep
like
me out,
it's not doing
but also made me
no
think
damage
how
while it's in the
odd
pocket.
it was to see a clown in the middle of the woods.
Because they're weird and people
I
are
watched
weird
my
and they're desperate.
surroundings for a few minutes more, and when everything finally felt fine, I got back on the hiking trail. I was walking, trying my best to take my mind off the clown,
I would have
when
went
I
home.
heard a burst of spine-chilling laughter echoing in the distance.
Do y'all be practicing y'all like clown laugh in the mirror and then be like, yeah, this shit heat. I'm finna go outside and act like a clown. Like, is this really what y'all do? Y'all like this really entertains y'all to be like, I wanna be a clown. Go in the mirror, start then be like, oh yeah, that shit heat. This the one right here. This the one right here. Then y'all go look for a costume and get the makeup. Like, this really what y'all do? And then go troll people? No.
Who
Y'all
is
are
that?
psychos.
Is this some kind of sick joke? I screamed. in
Joke?
fear.
It's
That's
sick,
when
but it's not a
hand
joke.
Holding a red balloon
He thought he was
came out
Pennywise,
from
you
behind
not
a tree,
it.
10 feet away from me. The hand just
Nasty ass red
levitated
balloon.
in the air, while the person to whom the
I bet
hand
it took him
belonged
2 hours to blow
hid
that bitch up with just
behind the
his
tree.
mouth. Yo, nasty
Feeling
ass.
anxious, I asked again, "What the hell is this? Who are you?" And that's when a freaky looking clown blocked my way, jumping right from
He looked in
behind
the
that
mirror
tree.
before he left out the house saying this shit heat.
Hello, pretty girl.
Now that I finally faced the
Hello,
clown,
bitch
I
ass
was
nigga.
extremely shocked.
Oh wait,
because
no,
these
she can't
woods
say
would
that,
have
my
been
fault,
the
but that's just
last
what I
place
say.
on Earth
Yeah.
where I would expect to see a clown holding a red balloon. He moved his head from left to right while
Like,
staring at
what
me
is that gonna
without
do?
blinking.
I do the same
balloon in his
thing,
hand
bitch. What is you
immediately
talking about?
reminded me of Pennywise from the famous horror classic, It.
It's
But
either
then I
you
remembered,
run or
I'm
you
no
fight.
kid.
You just standing
I'm a
up.
19-year-old woman who
It's
has
run
no
or
reason
fight.
to fear
Run
a
or fight.
clown.
There's no in
So,
between.
I said in a firm voice, "What are you doing here in the woods?"
Trying to enjoy a beautiful day.
A beautiful day, you
Fine.
dressing up in that
Enjoy
hot
your
ass
day.
shit.
I
Yo,
better
makeup
get back
gonna
to
run off.
mine. Saying this, I started walking
Excuse me,
toward
my
the
fault, my
clown,
fault, my fault. I'm sorry, my fault.
thinking if I seem disinterested in him, he will eventually move out of my way. But sadly,
She thought
that
it was
didn't
Pennywise.
happen.
If you show no
Seeing
fear,
me
he
walk
can't do
toward
nothing to
him,
you. This is a human.
huge grin appeared on his face, and he just stood there like a statue. I stopped when I noticed that he was not moving out of my way. I gathered all my courage and yelled at him.
Do you mind?
As a matter of fact, I do, pretty girl.
Ugly
Move
bitch.
out of my way, you stupid clown. And don't you dare call me that. The scary smile he was pulling off faded away, and burning anger took
Ain't gonna lie, I'm running after I see that. See his shit just flip upside down like that. I'm running.
place on his face. Grinding his sharp, freaky teeth, he checked
Hey,
me out from
go
top
brush your teeth.
to
Go do
bottom
something.
and asked,
You know, there's no one around here except you and me.
"Are you trying to threaten me? I'm not some kid who will get scared by your good-for-nothing threats."
Really? So, you're not scared of me?
No way, dude. You're just a weirdo with no one to love or care for you. Creep.
That's true.
As soon as
Cause
I
you're kind of
said that,
desperate.
he took the red balloon into his hands
You're kinda
and
desperate.
popped it with his sharp, filthy fingernails.
But it's the fact that what is you popping a balloon gonna do? Like that's supposed to scare me? It's a balloon. You act like you just burst a rock open. No, it's a balloon. You act like you just broke some wood. You act like you punched a tree and I been broke. It's a balloon. I can squeeze a balloon too and it'll break. It'll pop. What you? Come on now.
The
Y'all
sound of the
tactics are
balloon
lame.
bursting freaked me out completely, and what happened next still comes into my memory
Run?
as fragments.
Run.
The clown screamed like a psycho and started running at me at
You
full
better
speed.
juke his head. Kick his
It's
head.
true
Punch
that
his
when
head.
danger
Run,
strikes,
son.
we tend to panic first instead of dealing with it
We?
using our
What she say?
It's true that when danger strikes, we tend to
We tend to panic first. You should have been panicking when you first seen it. You should have thought in your head, alright, I got my knife in this pocket, my pepper spray in this pocket. Soon you see it, you feel me? Take out your pepper spray like this. You over here like,
panic first instead of dealing with it using our rational senses. So even though I had a hunting knife
yours.
and pepper spray with me, I completely chickened out and started to run in the opposite
Girl, you better-
direction. I
like,
could
what
hear the
is this
clown
little-
chasing me while
No. You not running fast enough if he just popped up next to you just like
though
that.
I had a hunting knife and pepper spray with me, I completely chickened
He wasn't
out
nowhere
and
near
started
you.
to run in the opposite direction. I could hear
That's freaky. That is scary. Where's your knife? Your pepper spray. Take that fat old bag off. He can keep the sandwiches, the water.
the clown
No.
chasing me.
Like,
while
look at how fast his arms is moving, right? And she's like, No.
I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you!
You can get the dick in your mouth. That's what you can get.
Sweat was
Ho.
dripping down my forehead. A cold shiver ran down my spine. I could feel my own breath choking my
Don't
throat.
turn around either.
And the freaky clown
Turn around,
kept
you mess up.
screaming.
I'm gonna get you, and then we will play all night, right in the middle of these woods. Here I come, pretty girl.
It's funny because he probably got a family. He probably got a kid. He probably got a girlfriend. I think he at home or like at work, and he out here doing stuff like this.
I knew if I fell or lost my way, I would be lost from the face of this earth. Because if he does get me then, he will do unthinkable things to me, and my parents won't be able to find me, be it alive or dead. So I ran for my life and made
This is
sure
why you should always
I
share your
didn't
location.
deviate from the hiking trail. And fortunately, I didn't, even under all that pressure. When I finally saw the way out, leading to the highway, I knew I would be saved. I gathered all the strength in my body and ran
Don't
even
ooh.
faster.
Still
As I
run.
slammed
Why you
onto
stop?
the road,
Why you stop?
I turned back one last time to see the clown.
Like, sit your
and he
ugly
had
ass in.
stopped.
Wait, why your stuff still on
Seeing
that? Why
me
your stuff not
standing
falling
on
off?
the highway,
Oh, it's probably a
and
mask.
also
You're right.
noticing
Probably not
the
even pink.
truck that was coming from the end of the road, he decided to stop chasing me. I waved at the truck, screaming,
Please, stop! Help me! Please, just stop!
As the truck came closer, the clown waved at me one last time while laughing loudly. His laughter echoed, and that was the last time I ever saw him. I still have no idea what he was doing in
Call
those woods in the first place,
911.
but I never went back to find out.
Call 911. Ain't gonna lie, that one was kind of crazy, y'all. That one was more crazy than the first one. Like, way more crazy than the first one. Like, cause like, I don't know, but I feel like that one was kind of crazy. The first one was like, I mean, the first one just was stupid. But this one right here, the second one, there's a lot of things like you could. You just watch number 3. Just watch number 3. Oh, you got the little lean. Got the little lean with it. Okay. That be real. That be real. That motherfucker thick. That motherfucker not real. That motherfucker thick from the side. That motherfucker don't look real. Nasty ass beard. Look.
A few years ago, it became popular to dress up as a clown and scare people.
I know.
At
2016.
first glance, this case does not seem to be very different. But as we will see in this dramatization, there is always a little more than meets the eye. Coulrophobia. That word means unjustified fear or phobia of clowns. I was never interested in clowns or people who were afraid of them. But since that night, it was all I could think about. That day, I had decided with my family to spend the night at a Chinese restaurant. We were a little late getting back, but we had a great time. The kids fell asleep in the car, and as soon as we got home, they climbed into their beds and went to sleep without us telling them. I was going to bed with my wife until the
Kinda creepy,
doorbell
but
alerted
okay.
us.
Huh? Who could be calling at this hour?
Should I go see?
I guess, honey, but be careful and don't open the door, okay?
Don't worry,
She's smart. She's smart. Don't open that door.
Abby. I'll be fine.
Don't brush her off like that either. Because she's right.
Hey, what happened? Is everything all right?
Oh, please, you must help me. My husband fell asleep and I ran away from home. He beats me every day. I thought he was gonna kill me this time.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Look at
Did
you.
try
Don't got a
calling the
peephole.
police?
Please,
You got a
must
peephole?
help. He's
You got the
coming. He's
peephole.
gonna
You got
kill me.
windows. Look out the
Open up.
windows.
I'm opening it right now. Hold on, just a moment.
No.
I began to shake the keys in agitation, but when I was about to open the door, an idea crossed my mind.
Madam, are you there?
Yes. Did you find the keys?
Madam, didn't you just tell me that when you ran away, your husband was sleeping?
Yes, but he woke up and he started chasing me.
Is that so? If he was chasing you, how did he have so much time to wait for me to come down and have this talk with you?
Mm.
Lady, leave right now or I'm gonna call the police.
After a few seconds, I thought that woman was gone. I was ready to check the camera and send it to the police when suddenly, another voice rang out.
Excuse me, sir. I'm Timmy. I just got lost. Could you help me?
Are you?
Is this some kind of sick joke?
Yeah,
Get off my property now. I'm
you're
gonna
slow.
call the police.
It would be a joke if you laughed. Can you please open up the door for me, please? It's freezing in here.
Sir, I'm not gonna answer you anymore. I'm calling the police. Just leave, or you'll get in trouble.
Ah! Open! Open! Open!
Terrified,
Crazy
I fall
motherfucker.
back and run to the kitchen.
Abby,
You
call
tripping?
the police. Someone is trying to...
How you tripping when there's nobody behind you and it's a flat floor, like you're in your own house and you're tripping on your flat entrance on the floor. The flat entrance of your doorway, you're tripping. This is why people don't survive in
break
scary
into our
movies.
house.
Meanwhile, I locked the back door in the kitchen, and just in case, I kept a knife in my pocket. I went to the dining room and started checking all the windows. I pulled back the window curtain, and my heart almost stopped at what I was seeing. Just 2 centimeters from my
Ooh,
face,
how you know he was
hidden
gonna be
behind
at
the
that
curtain,
window?
was a clown staring at me with a huge grin.
How you gonna know
I
he was gonna
fell
be
to
at
the
that
floor
window?
in fear. Slowly, he picked up the knife that I had just dropped.
How he
and
get
walked towards me.
inside?
His grim gaze frozen on my body.
Wait,
I almost stopped, and just in case, I kept a knife in my pocket and run to the
how you
kitchen.
get inside?
Abby, call the police. Someone is trying to break into our house.
Meanwhile, I locked the back door in the kitchen, and just in case, I kept a knife in my pocket. I went to the dining room and started checking all the windows. I pulled back the window.
How y'all
curtain,
didn't hear him
and
get
my heart
inside?
almost stopped at what I was seeing. Just 2 centimeters from my face, hidden behind the curtain, was a clown staring at me with a huge grin. I fell to the floor.
Oh
in
look,
fear.
he could kick him in the balls.
Slowly, he picked up the knife that I had just dropped and walked towards me.
Then you
His
dropped the
grim
knife.
gaze frozen on my body. Abby's scream rang throughout the house, but as I turned around, I realized she wasn't looking at me or my attacker. As I looked around the rest of the dining room, my eyes widened in shock. At the start, at least 5 clowns were emerging from the rest of the dining room curtains. They were all as creepy as the one in front of me. Had they been there all night? Had they planned this whole situation?
How did they get in though? Like I'm not understanding how they got in. You didn't hear all 5 of these niggas come in your house? The ring, like you said you was gonna check the camera, it didn't give you like an alert time about movement outside your crib, like your window open or like, you feel me? That's
Alan?
crazy.
What's going on?
They seem to be focused on me. Walk slowly to the stairs and lock yourself in with the children until the police arrive.
But
Just go!
After Abby left,
But
I noticed
go!
the clown in front of me had stopped walking, but he was still looking in my direction, like all the other clowns. The doorbell rang once again, and a clown walked up to the door and opened it. Suddenly, a familiar voice began to speak, walking in my direction, furious.
Hey, it's Edward. My car just broke. Do you mind if I come into your house and, eat your family?
Enraged, the clown put a gun out of his pocket.
Whoa,
and put it to my
whoa.
head. All the other clowns seemed to look worried at what the clown with whom I just had a conversation was about to do. I watched as the clown pulled the safety off his gun and slowly pulled his finger on the trigger.
Whoa.
There was no way I was going to survive. I closed my eyes, waiting for everything to pass as fast as possible. A few seconds later, I felt something cold running across my forehead. When I opened my eyes, the clown was still pulling the trigger, shooting me with a water gun. All the clowns looked at each other, and suddenly, they all burst out laughing.
Yeah, you think that's funny? That's
Why?
not.
Why?
That would.
Why not?
That just pissed me all the way off.
On the side of the room, a clown was staring at me, talking while juggling.
Get out! Police are coming! No need for you to clown around too. Your wife finished talking to them 3 minutes ago. We still have about 12 minutes to kill all of you.
Police need to be
Why?
faster.
Why
Like,
are you doing this? We don't have to have a reason to do this. At first, we just wanted to be popular. Dress up as clowns and attack people and blah, blah, blah. But eventually,
so
we got the hang of it, you know, and
that's how you want to be
we
popular?
weren't interested in fame anymore.
Is popular
We're
even
not
a
part of
thing
a
now?
cult. We're not part of the deep web, and we definitely don't want to steal
Oh, you're right.
from
This was
you.
back in like
We just
2016.
kill
So
families like yours for fun.
for fun, okay.
You're
How somebody come kill
crazy.
your family, nigga?
Oi, obviously we are. Hey, Jumpy, get the inflator. You know what happens when you use an inflator and helium balloons and shove them down a person's throat?
What?
Please, let me go. Don't you know? Well, neither do I. But after this, we'll have a little time to kill your family. But it will be worth it.
Suddenly, a loud alarm sounded outside of my house. All the clowns became nervous. and
12
looked at
minutes,
each other.
right?
What? The
Yeah. Nah.
House.
Nah.
All the
Look
clowns
at you.
became
Wait.
nervous and looked at each other.
Look at you. You scary. You scary.
What? The police? But they should be like 9 minutes away. Oh. Guys, the circus is over. Escape through the kitchen. Now!
As soon as they showed up at my house, the clowns were gone. I ran to the door and was surprised not to see the police, but my neighbors who heard the shouting and activated the neighborhood alarm. A few minutes later, the
W
police
neighbors.
arrived.
W neighbors.
When we saw the footage of these men at the front door of my house, we could see that they had been planning this for many nights, examining the front door and surroundings of the house for hours.
Wow.
It wasn't enough for us to learn that the police caught these guys a few weeks later, so we moved out and never talked about it again. Today, I am terrified of clowns. Whenever
don't
you see a
blame you.
clown at a circus,
traumatizing.
restaurant, or in the street, remember to be careful, because what happened to me could happen to any of you.
Woo! That was crazy. That was crazy. I really enjoyed that. What's this? Might be next. Anyways, that was crazy. Tell me what y'all would do in them type of situations. Let me know. Alright. I'll catch y'all in the next video.